Hi everyone, I'm Brock. So today the commercial product I want to review is GPT 5.4. I know that I already play around, made videos about OpenAI Codex. And the reason why I made this video again is because, as I mentioned, now the methodologies that are how I decide which commercial products to research on is based on the articles I saw on WeChat official accounts. And I find that many different resources mentioned GPT 5.4. So that's why I want to review it. And now it's already almost 11:30 p.m. Because today I get a lot of business calls that I have to work extra hours on Sunday. So for this video, I will try to make it short. Okay, so let's start. So let's have some hands-on experience. So we can open ChatGPT. Okay. And choose GPT 5.4. It's already 5.4. And then I can paste a novel into the chat window and use a prompt. Then it will begin to do some generation. This is just still to use it by chat window. And I think that the most important one is to open the code with Codex. But I didn't realize that it has a feature called Playwright Interactive. I think maybe I like the time when I use Codex, I should try this feature so that I can debug real time in the browser. And GPT 5.4 can also control my Operate desktop and web apps. Now I have such a feeling that in future, everyone should have two computers. One computer is used manually, like what I'm doing now, and another computer will be fully automated, where I can run agents like OpenClaw or some other stuff. Yeah, maybe I should buy another Mac Pro or Mac L. Okay, and then this is to use API. Core features. The first one is native computer use, which means that GPT 5.4 can operate my computer. Watch the screen by screenshots. I haven't tried before. Let me try. Show me how you can operate my computer. Hey, it said it cannot directly control my computer. But why it said it cannot? But I saw web search because I saw some reports claiming that GPT 5.4 can operate computers. So you see, I asked it to do some web search. You ask GPT 5.4 to tell me how GPT 5.4 can operate my computer. Oh, okay. So here's the difference, which means that GPT 5.4 is not equal to ChatGPT. I think it makes sense. Uh, yeah, I guess that I have some misunderstanding between ChatGPT and GPT 5.4. So let's say what is that? So which means that when I use one core API or when I use the codecs, maybe GPT 5.4 can operate my computer. Oh, interesting. So GPT 5.4 can operate a computer, but it must in supported agent or API environment. But this chat window cannot operate on my personal computer unless the product or session gives it this permission. Okay, so if it needs some, okay, I grant you the permission to open a browser for me. I don't know whether such a sentence can grant ChatGPT the ability to open a browser, let's say. Oh, interesting. Okay, so what ChatGPT can do is to use building web tool to browse the internet, but it cannot directly open Safari, Chrome, or whatever on my Mac. Okay, okay, gotcha. So GPT 5.4 does have native computer use capability, but ChatGPT only uses those capabilities when the product or session include relative tools. Okay, so for example, in such a conversation, ChatGPT can browse web through the chat's web tool, but it cannot directly open or control my personal browser window from this session. Okay, okay, got you. Which means that whether I personally consent or not, this session is wild to your web browsing rather than wild to my desktop. Okay, I guess that it's clear now. Okay, feature 2, coding capability. Feature 3, tool searching system. I think that this is pretty similar like cloud scale, right? You needn't to know all the skills. You just know the skills which you need. Again, million token context. 1 million token is about basically it's about 0.75 million English words. Okay, multi-level reasoning model. So thinking, instant. Actually, I only see 2 levels. So when it say no, media, high, X high, I guess this is also for API rather than ChatGPT. Reduce the hallucination. Okay, core technology. Technology 1, transformer architecture. Technology 2, chain of thought reasoning. Similar like interview, right? When you interview a person, what matters most is not the answer. But of course, the answer makes sense. But the interviewer, what the interviewer is looking for is a chain of thought of the interviewee, right? Technology 3, native computer use. Okay, which means that operate what you see, just like humans. Technology 4, tool search and MCP. Again, just like humans, if you want to make a human more capable, you must give them the tools. And similar for this. Technology 5, RLHF, safety alignment. Yeah, reinforcement learning from human feedback. Okay, here's some AI ML terminologies. Workflow. GPT-5.4, the overall architecture can be divided in 4 layers: user interface layer, intelligent routing layer, model inference layer, and the tool execution layer. API call sequence, some key subsystem terms. And this is a milestone for OpenGPT, OpenAI. November 13th, 2024, this date will definitely be written in history book. Not only computer science history, but human history, I think. Okay, founder, CEO, Sam Altman. Yeah, pretty. A very neat, a very fancy background. Business mode, consumer subscription, enterprise subscription, API platform. I think these 3 pillars are the very common, or verified business model for AI products. Okay, competitors, Cloud Ops 4.6, Gemini 3.1 Pro, Grok 3, DeepSeek version 3.2, Llama 3.3, Chainwen 3. Insights. Insight 1, computer use is GPT-5.4's true mode. Insight 2, OpenAI's impossible triangle, which is scale growth, profitability, and safety alignment. Insight 5, 5% conversion rate is the biggest untapped. Insightful. Biggest risk, the good enough trap of open source. Okay, here are some other learning resources. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think. Well, although I already know a lot of background about ChatGPT and started to use it since, I guess December 2025. But I think that it's okay if some new models show up and it get a lot of, news about it. I think that it deserves for me to, to review it in my weekly commercial product review. And another thought is that I think the trend is become much clear that we are empowering AI models the ability to use external tools, just like again like humans, right? We already built so many tools for humans' purpose in the past more than half a century. And now, even if the model itself doesn't get improved, just enabling them to have access to the tools built for humans, that's already a very, it's a golden mine with a high possibility, right? And since it's very possible that we're already on the right side of the singularity. Even if we just keep the same intelligent level for those models, as long as we give them more tools, as long as we enable them to use applications we built before, the future is very, promising. Thank you, everyone. Bye.